Hey, so this is going to be the ISO husband haircut one-on-one. I'm doing it for my friends back in the UK because they're all on lockdown and they've been telling me that their husbands have been asking them to cut their hair and they have no idea, so they've asked me for some tips. So I thought I'd just do a little bit of a tutorial for them, and I thought I'd just post it on my page anyway, and if it helps anyone then obviously that's great. So Kev obviously is my model today. So first of all, you just got to gown them up. So if you haven't got a gown, just use a towel. I know Kev absolutely hates having hair on him, so just do it nice and tight, but if they don't care, then that's fine too. I also want to clarify that I am a hairdresser. I don't class myself as a barber because I don't enjoy cutting men's hair, but I do have basic knowledge on it, so I'm just giving you some basic knowledge on it. So I'm going to show you some pictures that my friends have sent me that they want me to kind of give them guidance on. So here's my friend's little boy, Ted. So he's got quite a similar haircut to Kev. So it's going to be kind of combed over to one side here. So it's going to be cut shorter, and then we just kind of blend it a little bit on this side. But Ted's is a little bit longer, so I will go over that a little bit. Then we've got Andy over here. You can't really see the sides because of the print's pretty bad, but he has it pretty short shaved on the side, so I'm not going to do that on Kev, but I will explain it a little bit how to fade a little, but not like too complicated. Then we've got Mike over here, very similar. It's quite high with where it comes with the fade, but then it's like left scissor cut on the top, so it's quite similar to Andy's. And then we've got Gaz looking all serious over here. And then this is actually probably one of the easiest haircuts, so Laura's got an easy job on her hands. So this is just like clip with longer at the sides and then just scissor cut and blend it on the side, so pretty easy. It's easy for me. Obviously I've been hairdressing for 15 years, so I'm really trying to dumb it down, not dumb it down, but simplify it so it's easy for you to understand. So I've even wrote out myself a little session plan that I can follow. Anyway, so first of all, obviously we want our clippers. So your clippers numbering, so the higher the number, the longer it is, the smaller the number, the shorter it is. So I would advise you to start on a grade 4 at least, because then you can practice it on a grade 4 and take it shorter and shorter if you need to. Kev doesn't go that long, so I'm just going to go straight to a 3. But I just want to give you some basic clippering technique first. So especially because some of the boys do have a fade, so that basically means that it's longer fading down to shorter. So my little technique is go with the longer one first, then the shorter one, and then the shorter one again. If you go in with the short, you're going to have to do a bit of scissor over comb work, which is a little bit more complicated when you're not a hairdresser. So if you do it with the clippers, it's a bit easier. So I'm just going to show you on the side on Kev here. So this is the grade 3, but again, you can use the grade 4. And then what you want to do, I'm just going to turn it to the side. As you're clippering, don't follow the head all the way around. You want to flick the clippers back like that. So by doing this, you're kind of leaving a section a little bit longer, so then it's going to be easier to blend in with the top section up here. But if they're having a comb over, like Kev is here, you can just take it all the way there, because we're not going to blend this bit because that's just getting combed over. But again, so you want to clipper it in and flick the clippers out, not following the head all the way around. And see, I can do it a bit quicker. So you see I'm just flicking that back. So I'm just going to go around the back. And then you see how I'm brushing the hair out of the way. You can use a sectioning clip if you want. And again, just flicking the clippers out at the top. Okay, so that was a grade 3, so you could have done that with a grade 4 just so you can practice. And then you go down to your grade 2, but I'm on my grade 3, and then I'm on my grade 2. So again, you don't want to come as high up as your grade 3 because you want it to fade down. But again, you still want to do the flicking technique. And then again, just turn your head to the side. So flick up, flicking, clippers out. So again, you're not going it as high up. And then you want to go then to your grade 2. I'm going to your grade 1, but there's a big jump from your grade 1 and 2. So you want to see this little flicky thing here. So that pushes the grade to like a half a grade. So you can see it goes down, and then you clip that up, it goes up. So that makes it a half grade. So I'm going in with 1.5 now. But again, I'm not coming as high up, and I'm still using my flicky technique. Again, not the best terminology for things, but I'm trying to simplify it. And then just turn your head as much as you can there. So again, just and then turn that way. And then don't be afraid to move their ear out of the way. It doesn't hurt them. Alrighty. And then again, just push your blade back down so it's back to a 0. So it's a 0 grade when you haven't got a guard on it. And you want to clean up around the hairline. So again, just kind of follow the natural hairline, move the ear out of the way. And you're just literally using the corner. And then at the back, I might get Kev to turn his whole body around, please. Yeah, and then just put your head straight. So you just want to go straight across here. I'm not going to try and show you how to do a fade. That's just, no, we're not doing that. So we're just going to go straight across, so just use your clippers. And then you've just got that nice line, and then you can always cut the corners off there if you really wanted to. And then get all their neck hair as well. And then you've got that nice line, and then look to the side. And then it's just nice and clean around the edges there too. Okay, face forward again. So now onto the scissor part. So again, because Kev's got that comb over, you can obviously put a line in there as well if you want. I advise to wet the hair down. You can see Kev's is really soft and just flopping everywhere. If you haven't got a spray bottle, this is what I do, and because I actually haven't got a spray bottle, just literally get a glass of water and just flick through, and then just run your hands through it, and it does wet it down enough. Cool. Okay, so how you hold your scissors. Obviously I'm left-handed.
What type of scissors will they have?
Oh, well, they're just gonna have to use whatever scissors they have. I'm assuming they haven't got hairdressing scissors. So you want to put your ring finger in the top hole and then your thumb in the bottom hole. So basically all that should move is actually your thumb. If you can't do that, don't stress, but that's just actually how you're supposed to use your scissors. When you are picking up the hair now, I'll just show you. So you comb with your scissor hand, and then once you've picked up the section, you pass that comb to that hand, so put it in the thumb there, and then that's when you cut across. But I'm just going to show you some sectioning patterns. So pretty much what we want to do, so above the crown where it kind of swirls here, you just want to leave that bit out for a minute. That gets into more of the complicated part. Go here, so literally a section across, probably like 1/2 inch thickness, and you want to use your comb and just bring that up. So then what you're doing is using your, so the comb's picking it up, and then you're using your fingers to hold that in place, and then you use that to grip it, and then you cut across. So what I want you all to do is you pretty much want to kind of make a solid line. So all the hair's coming up and you're just making a line like this, and then I'm going to show you how to blend the sides then to match the sides on the top. Hope that makes sense. So I'm going to do that for Kev. So again, hold it like that, and then you just cut above your fingers there, and then take a section in front of it and pick up a bit of your old section from the first section that you did as a guideline. Again, don't take too much off straight away. Use it as a practice and just do a little trim, and then as you get more and more confident, you can take it shorter. And then as you're actually coming to the front, so this is more so for Lucy, actually pretty much everyone, maybe not Andy's. You want the hair to be a little bit longer at the front so you can kind of get that comb back, or with Ted's you want it to comb forward, so you don't want it as short as here because it's going to come up really, really short here. So you want to kind of take your sections a little bit higher as you get to the front. Okay. So then for you, Lucy, when you're doing Ted's hair, like comb it forward and then come from the front, and you almost want to kind of cut it like it's a fringe, but don't cut it blunt like that because it's just going to be such a solid line. So you want a point cut. So that means you're cutting into it like this. And just look up straight. So again, Kev didn't really need that much of a haircut, so you can't really see too much of a difference. Okay, so how you're going to blend, you've cut all this section all straight together so it combs over, and what you'll probably find is, you can't really see it very much on this video, but there's a little bit of a step here from where I've clipped it. Oh, there you go, you can see it, there's a bit of a line there. So what we're going to try and do is blend that line out. So how you do that is you want to pick up a section here, and then let me stand my body around it so you can, oh, it's so short you can't really see it. Okay, yeah, you can kind of see it there. So you can see my shorter section here, right in the middle of my fingers. So that's where I've cut with the clippers. And then you can see that this is where I cut the hair straight there. So there's a bit of a corner, so you pretty much want to just cut from this short section here to that long section, and then that kind of cuts that line out there. So can you kind of see that? And I'm just going to cut in. Kev's just got the most complicated hair. That's why I don't like cutting men's hair. But you can kind of see that that line's gone a little bit, and that's still there a bit. Now it's blending a bit better now. But that's where the scissor over comb comes in, because obviously you can only pick up so much. So what scissor over comb is you comb it up and then you kind of cut your section. See how it's blending a bit more? And then you just do the same, following it all the way around. You just turn to the side. All the way around the back as well. You can kind of see that it just needs to, see that bit that I just need to cut off there. And I'm just going to do the same on the other side. But remember, we haven't cut any of this bit yet, but we're going to blend that all together in a sec. And just keep your head that way, that's it. Okay, so Kev's got like the worst crown. It's really frustrating and quite hard to manage. But again, it's not too long, so I don't really have to do too much to it. But from the section that I cut earlier on, you pretty much just want to kind of, you see that there's that little bit of a corner there. You just want to kind of just blend that. Not too much. You don't want to take your crown too short because it's just going to spike up. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it really. It's quite simple to me. It's probably a bit complicated for you, but you can kind of see it's all just blended through there. Again, we've just shaved it up to a grade 3, grade 2, grade 1.5 through here, and then we've cleaned the edges, and then yeah, that's about it really. So again, with Ted, you want it going a little bit longer at the front, not as short here, so you want your sections to gradually get longer and longer. With Andy and Mike, they haven't got that dead part there, so when you've done your section through the top, you want to just literally bring that out, and then you'd be cutting that corner off because you're wanting it to blend in with this bit here, so you'd be cutting that corner off. And then again, the same on this side. So you can see that I've cut that corner off there. And then with Gaz, again, it's pretty similar to Andy and Mike's actually. It's a longer version. But yeah, so 20 minutes. I'm assuming it's going to take you guys a bit longer, but yeah, just give us a shout if you have any questions.